No, it's okay. There's two more slides. This is the second last one. So I just wanted to ask people, is Africa ready? In your opinion, are we ready?
I think more people need to be trained and educated on AI because I agree with Ifai that the information online or the information that AI has been fed with is not really up to date or like correct in some ways. So that's what I think. Yeah.
Thank you. Anybody else?
I think people in general should be aware of like, rules when publishing AI generated things online, like because you could impersonate someone, for example, or you could like steal someone else's work by having an AI generate something too similar to it and make it your own. So I think that's pretty bad. Something to watch out for.
I didn't catch all of that, but if I'm gonna try summarize what I did catch, and I have a comment on that if that is what you said. But you said that, did you say that you think we need more rules on how AI works so that um, people can't just take original content and have that reproduced as their own work using AI? Is that what you said?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay. In which case, yeah, I'll, I think start with you and then sort of reverse back, unless, Farah, you wanted to say something. Okay. So, um, yes, I agree. I agree that people need more education on AI, but I actually think that that's like a baseline. And I think that that's everybody's like, I think it's everybody's responsibility to learn. And I think it's a bit of a heavy lift because, people expect the information to just find them, but we're in this information age where information is not reliable. And so I think people need to get used to doing the heavier lift of trying to go and validate their own original sources, not just forwarding something someone sent them, but going to the original, finding the report, looking at it themselves, you know? Um, and one of the really interesting things, to your point, Jaden, there's a really interesting nonprofit that started in, I think, Oxford, but it's definitely started in the educational space, called, it essentially implements a data mesh. And a data mesh is something that essentially exists to distribute like the way that data is like accessed and used and then give returns for it. So, for the reasons beyond me, I cannot uh, think of the name of the organization, but I remember the contact, so I will just find her name quickly. Openmind.org, thank goodness. And so if you go to openmind.org, which I'll type in the chat, you'll see a really innovative solution that essentially tries to address the solution of access to data. So it has some really interesting stats like AI has been trained, and this speaks to Ifeanyi's like comment as well on like 0.1% of existing data. And that's essentially nothing. Yeah, I think if I were to answer is Africa ready, I would say no, but we must be. We must be. We must be ASAP.